Yoga Games. My name is Mick, I'm one of your hosts, and we're watching the match here between Keryu and Kelvin. Looks like Kelvin is playing the Dredge deck, while Keryu is running the his Tron, Green-Red Tron. Handy dandy Green-Red Tron. We don't have a lot of players here tonight, so you'll get to see very interesting matchups, and yeah. Hope you guys are enjoying your evening. So we're going to get back some Nakamibas, which is a lot. He's dredging. Wow, he's dredging. Wow, it's almost his entire deck so far. This is at least half the deck that has been dredged away, which means that he's going to get back his prized amalgams. And wow, Keryu is this is turn one for Keryu, and yeah, I see the shake in the head there going off, and like, this is a little hard. This could be a little hard to overcome. So let's see whether he can do anything about this. So going to crack that Chromatic Star, going to draw some cards, and going to probably fire off an Ancient Stirrings or a Sylvan Scrying. Yeah, alright. So Sylvan Scrying here, going to get him the last piece of land, which is the tower. So Kelvin actually needs to try to finish off the game at this point of time, because if Keryu is able to land an Ugin, then Kelvin's board is going to be decimated. This is going to be quite bad, actually. So let's see if he can do it or not. And yeah, hi, our very few viewers. I am trying to run as little internet as I can, so I am not watching the video preview that is on our dashboard. But yeah, if there's any problems with the stream, do let me know. We are running this off a laptop. Again, my laptop is burning. Wow, my laptop is burning. Not very cool to touch. So yeah. Alright, so Kelvin gonna dredge back his Golgari Grave Troll. Am I right to say that? He's got about 2 turns to do anything. He needs to get something beefy on the battlefield. Does he even want to return the Bloodghast? Because the Bloodghast might get exiled. Alright, so Life from Loam, going back to hand. He's going to mill 3 cards. Cast the Life from Loam, get back some lands, of which there is the Dredge land, there's a Blood Crypt. There are a few lands in the graveyard already. So that is the one that makes the most amount of sense, but I don't think he wants to get back his Bloodghast if he does have one in the graveyard. Not at this point of time. Such fun interactive magic going on tonight. Yes, exactly. One guy just wants to go get 7 or 8 mana as fast as he can, and the other one wants to just make sure that he can put his entire library into his graveyard so that he can win the game. Awesome, right? Don't you guys think it's so freaking awesome? Right. But yeah, generally touted as non-interactive decks of Magic, and Keryu needs to do something really fast. Alright, Life from Loam. I'm gonna get him back 3 of his lands. Does he want the fetch land inside? I think having access to his fetch land would be fine as well, being able to thin out the deck. But of course he can't lay the fetch land this turn. He brought it back with a forest. And yeah, we're just going to pass the turn. Kelvin showing you methodically how you should be playing Dredge. I think it's a very, very difficult deck to play. And if you prefer standard, there's the Grixis Reanimator, or the Grixis Emerge deck, which is literally a Dredge deck without the Dredge elements. So yeah, that deck is also fun to play, but also very difficult to play because you need to know what to chain together. So yeah, Kelvin here making decisions on what he can and cannot be playing, because Keryu, all he wants to do is just land that Ugin, but right now it's going to be a bit tough. what if he casts... So one of the things that can get him out from this is you sacrifice all colored permanents. I forget what's that spell, the tribal spell. And does he have it? No, it's a Wormcoil Engine. Okay, so that will keep him alive for a while. Oh man, he's at 9 life right now, so might prove precarious. Keryu, does he have the extra land in hand? Yes, so he does have another land in hand, which means that he can cast Ugin next turn. So Kelvin needs to overcome this somehow. He could swing in with everything. Okay, so right now, if he has Conflagrate, that will be a very useful spell. Can he even Conflagrate for 9? That would be great. Okay, so no Conflagrates yet in the graveyard. I believe so. There's 2 Neonates. And a few other cards that I can't see. Can't really make out from here. Alright, going to take some damage. Going to get back the Bloodghast. Does he have enough to swing in? So he swings in. Keryu blocks with the... Keryu blocks with Wormcoil Engine. He blocks the Proust Amalgam with a Wormcoil Engine. He takes... So he gains 6. But he takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So he takes 12 and gains 6. So he's going to go down to 3. He's dead to a lightning bolt. So literally, you know, Kelvin wants a Conflagrate in the graveyard, like right now. So yeah, the math checks out. Keryu is down to 3. Gonna get back a few lands. Conflagrate. Okay. Alright, so you did have a Conflagrate in the graveyard. Did not see that. And yeah, discards his entire hand. Bang! Straight to the face. Yeah. Good job, Kelvin. Actually, you could have done that for a lot more, well, more damage. But anyway, good job. 2 very, as Sleepy Wound has put it, 2 very interactive decks. Of course, being very sarcastic there. These 2 decks don't really want to touch each other. Once Keryu lands a Ugin, Kelvin is in a lot of trouble because his creatures don't go back to the graveyard. So what the Dredge deck does is that it recurs a lot of creatures. For example, Bloodghast and Price Amalgams gets free creatures in the form of Narcomoebas, you know, so there are no bridge from below, so anyway, if you're just tuning in, you are watching the Modern tournament here at Grey Ogre Games. My name is Mick. I am your host for tonight. We do not have a lot of players, but that's okay, because we will show you very, very interesting matchups. Mark was trying to get me to play today, but I think I'd rather cast. I'd rather be with you guys, sitting on the ground, watching all these games happen. Also, I play a very janky deck. Very weird deck. Not like Kelvin Cole kind of janky, but yeah. Kelvin runs another deck, which is the 6-land Belcher deck. So it's a modern Charbelcher deck, and it's fantastic. I saw it in action. It can do a turn 3 kill, which is fantastic, but not very consistent, unfortunately. Alright, so what is Keryu's sideboard? Like, he needs to deal with the board fast. He needs a good hand. Like right now, Keryu gets to go first. He needs a good hand to be able to just pluck out, his Tron on turn 3. He needs at least a turn 3 Tron, and then he can mess up his opponent. Other than that, it's not much that you can do. And Kelvin had a really fast start last game, being able to put a Golgari Grave Troll into the graveyard, and powering out, turn 2, what do you call it? Turn 2, what's that spell? Faithless Looting. So yeah, very powerful. That's already 12 cards in the graveyard. Hi Joshin, where are you? Why are you at home, Shinji78? You should be here playing some modern, but you are at home. It's okay. We do not judge. Although I am the Asian judge, so. I'm still amazed nobody has picked up on that nomenclature, the Asian judge. Anyway, yeah, how are you guys doing this evening? I know Modo is down, so you guys can't play any more Modo tonight. So that's why you're watching, right? That's why you're watching. Ha ha ha. I have a captured audience. But I hope we're doing fine. I hope we are streaming something that is interesting for you to watch. Possibly educational, but I doubt it because I'm no educator. And look at those playmats. Those playmats are really, really cool. It's the Atok. I do not know what the name of the playmat is, but yeah, it's the callback to Atog's ATOG. So cute. And so bright. Oh, you're testing on X-Mage. What are you testing? Standard. Please tell me you're playing the Aetherworks Marvel deck because there are so many judge questions on that. What happens if I cast my Emrakul on my opponent's turn and then my opponent casts the Emrakul? Man, that is so frustrating. I have no clue. Oh well. That's okay. We do not judge. So yeah, Keryu and Kelvin done shuffling. Done sideboarding. And I think Keryu maybe just wants a few lightning bolts in the deck just to make sure he staves off some early pressure, but he wants All Is Dust. That was the spell that I was thinking of, All Is Dust. He also wants like Grafdigger's Cage and stuff like that. Grafdigger's Cage doesn't work in this instance because Landfall brings them back directly from the graveyard. Although it does stop Nakamibas, but I don't think your problem is Nakamibas, right? So that's one of the unfortunate downsides of Tron is that you don't get a lot of access to good, removal or good sideboard that is from other colors. Of course, you got green and red. So if Keryu has something like a Anger of the Gods, there will be aces. But it's going to be really hard to run the deck because you kind of need 2 stars, or you need Growth of the Burn Willows, and such to be able to cast something like that. Alright, so looks like a decent hand. Growth of the Burn Willows. Okay, so 2 Ancient Stirrings, which is not bad. 2 lands to go off there. And Kelvin mulligans. I'm guessing Keryu keeps his hand for sure. That is something I definitely keep. Your 2 what's that? The Ancient Stirrings will help you look for the rest of your lands or some of your lands, which is very, very helpful. I think you lead off with the one of the Urza lands. I believe that was Urza's Mine that was in his hand. So you lead off with the Urza's Mine and one of your stars. I believe it's a Chromatic Sphere. And you can wait because you want to go turn 3 Tron as fast as you can. So yeah, you guys agree? Disagree? Let me know in the comments below. You're trying the Aetherflux Reservoir deck and Black-White. Did face a few Marvel decks. Seeing all the Eldrazi's flying out of the decks. Oh yeah, man. Turn 4 Eldrazi, turn 5 Eldrazi, turn 6 Eldrazi. Kinda hard to deal with. So yeah. And I play all 3 Titans in the deck. So that's really fun. I wish there were cards that help you put cards back on the top of the library, but of course Brainstorm is banned, so... Right, so he starts off with the mine, does a star, and passes the turn. I think this is the correct play because you want to go turn 3 Tron as fast as possible. You could do the star and, just... First thing, star, crack the star, Ancient Stirrings, try to find that second land, lay that second land, because he's got Khan, he has... What else does he have? But he has to keep the other star for the World Breaker. Okay. Neonate? Alright, so turn 1 Neonate. Sacrifices, puts a Stingweed Imp into the graveyard and draws a card. Wow, that's a lot of Stingweed Imps in the graveyard, which is fantastic. And he just passes the turn. Okay, alright, so very similar to what happened the first game. So he's going to draw his first card. He's going to dredge his first card, which is a Stingweed Imp. Does he have a Golgari Grave Troll in the graveyard right now? No, not yet. So Golgari Grave Troll. Okay, so second Stingweed Imp going back into his hand. Does he have a Golgari Grave Troll? Yes, he does. Narcomoeba on turn 1 is going to activate his Prized Amalgams. So yeah, Ke-Yu really needs to pick up the pace. End step, 2 Prized Amalgams enters the battlefield. This is how the dredge deck works. It is fast. It is very, very, very gas. Oh man, Pink Person, you are really funny. With a name like this, you should only show decks with Simian Spirit Guide. Apparently, yes, because... Okay, so he does find Tower. Lays the Tower, plays the Sphere. So plays the second Sphere. Sorry, a second star. Just passes the turn. Okay, so does he have the third Tron land? If he has the third Tron land, I don't think he's in too much trouble. Okay, so this is the upkeep. Do you want a burning wish? Does he want to dredge? Okay, so here's the thing. Like you can, he has burning wish in hand, which means that he could try to get back his... Sorry, not Burning Wish. Burning Inquiry, not Burning Wish. My bad. Hello, good to see a stream on. It's 5:30 a.m. Wake up to some good magic. I hope you're watching good magic. No, you are watching the best of magic on the internet because we are the only people with magic on the internet right now. Modo is down. I have a captured audience. Fantastic. Hi Hikikomori 523. I hope you're having a good day. I hope you have a good start to the day. 5:30. Go get some breakfast and watch some dredge take on what is this? Tron. Good old Tron versus good old dredge. So interactive. I need to keep an eye on how many frames we drop. Okay, so takes back the life from Loam. Does he want to Burning Inquiry? I think you just Burning Inquiry. Do you want the lands first? Alright, so he goes to combat first for 7. Lay the land, Burning Inquiry, or Life from the Loam. So which one is more important? Brings back Bloodgust. Okay, Life from Loam or Burning Inquiry. I think Burning Inquiry is good because that causes players to lose cards at random. You do not want to. I think it's some form of disruption, right? I mean, you got to try for it, right? But he doesn't know that Keryu actually has what's his name, World Breaker in hand. So Kelvin might just get blown out by World Breaker if he doesn't cast Life from the Loam right now. Alright, so he's gonna go for it. Oh no, it's Ancient Grudge. My bad. So that wasn't Burning Inquiry. My bad. Breakfast is just lots of caffeine. You should also get some carbs in your breakfast as well, and some proteins as well. Bananas, tomatoes are good for breakfast. What do you guys have for breakfast? Let me know in the comments. My breakfast usually just involves cereal, milk, and now that we have a new blender, milkshakes. That brings the boys to the yard. Right, so Grove of the Burn Willow. So he's held back by 1 turn. Oh. He has another mine, which is not very useful. Does he fire off? I think you do this, right? Aether Spout. Sorry, not Aether Spout, Fire Spout. Yep. Deals 3 damage to everyone. Deals 3 damage to all. Should he deal to ground creatures? Alright, so if green was spent. Alright, so if green was spent, you deal damage to all creatures with flying. If red was spent, you deal all creatures without flying. And I believe he used red mana there. Unfortunately, he didn't have the sphere to use that. Kelvin there was trying to play around, trying to play, not play around, but trying to disrupt Keryu as fast as possible. Hello from France. Lunch just done here. Excellent. What were you having for lunch, Nicolas Vacher? Sorry. I believe no, man. My French is so rusty. Nicolas Vacher, maybe. No time to cook. Have to watch Magic. Yeah, thank you. Since there's Magic on, you gotta watch Magic, right? No, you can cook. You can cook. Buy one of those like UE booms or those portable speakers. Have your tablet or your laptop, by the side. Make sure that you turn it up because that crackling of the bacon and eggs in the pan, you got to hear all that magic going through. Unless, of course, you're watching Hariruya stream. Then they don't talk at all, which I find it amazingly, it's just, it boggles my mind. You should have somebody who's talking in your stream, commenting on the play. Does he want to bring back the... No, I don't think so. Does he want to bring back the Bloodgust? No. Decides not to bring back the Bloodgust because the Bloodgusts will help him take back his Price Amalgams. And Price Amalgams, by the way, is a May. So I think that could have been done a little differently. Maybe leave one of your Price Amalgams in the graveyard in case Keryu has the combo wombo, and then he just casts an Ugin and wipes out your entire board. So maybe you want to play around the Ugin. Who knows? I'm a bad player, so it doesn't really matter. Because at the end step, like even if he blows up your board, so this is what happens. Like you decided not to take back your Bloodghast, which is great. If at the end step he does try to blow up your board with Ugin, you can bring back the Bloodghast using your Verdant Catacombs, search for a land in your deck, and then get back the Price Amalgam. And that's 5, and that's enough to get rid of the Ugin. So, but I believe Kelvin's trying to put as much pressure as possible on Keryu. Oh man, Sanctum of Ugin. This is so that 1 green mana. Is it going to go into a Ancient Stirrings? I think he should not have laid that land. You could have Ancient Stirrings of the Growth of the Burnt Willows. Wow, we are losing frames. A lot of frames. Yeah, don't mind me complaining about don't mind me complaining a lot about the technicals tonight, because we just lost a computer and we are streaming this off a laptop. Alright. Oh no, he does have Tron. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, that was the tower. Goodness. I was so fixated on the mine and the power plant I didn't even see the tower. Okay, so what's his name? Worldbreaker probably going to eat the green sauce. Man, this feels... Yeah, I'm gonna take his green sauce. I think the green sauce is more important right now. Force Kelvin to probably go and get another Stomping Ground. Or, no, they don't play basic forest. Okay, so gonna crack this. Gonna go down to 14. Oh, Price Amalgam isn't a May. Oh, thanks for the update. Yeah, okay, so Price Amalgam isn't a May. It has to come back. So you cannot choose to not bring it back if you brought back 1. If you forgot your triggers, well, this is the thing about missed triggers that allows some form of shenanigans from happening. But yeah, let's take a look. Priced Amalgam. I really don't want to use up so much RAM on my computer or my laptop. It's not even a computer. Yeah, whenever a creature enters the battlefield, if it entered from your graveyard or you cast it from your graveyard, return Price Amalgam from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped at the beginning of the next end step. So here's the cool thing, is that when you cast it from your graveyard, so even if the creature did not enter, or whenever a creature enters the battlefield, okay, so that's true. Yeah. I thought even if you cast it, like you'll get back your Price Amalgam. No, it must enter the battlefield. And then it's something called an intervening if. Alright, so Kelvin gets back his Bloodghast. Let's see, 2 more Narcomoebas join the family. The Ancient Grudge. Probably gonna play the Life from Loam here. Get back a few lands, lay a few lands. Okay, so this, ladies and gentlemen, is turn 4, by the way, if you did not know. There's been a lot of decisions that have been made by both Keryu and Kelvin. The Narcos and Gas are May, but not the Amalgam. Yeah, that is correct. Thanks, Skyblazer. That is actually very instructive, because the Price Amalgam must come back, which means that you know, if you bring something back, then the Price Amalgams must come back. So that puts it in danger against what's that? Ugins. Yeah. Okay, so does he? Oh man. He has to block one of the Price Amalgams because reasons. Alright, so Price Amalgam down. He's going to take... Wow, that's a lot of damage. 10 points of damage. Goes down to 2. Is there a Conflagrate in the graveyard? Yet again? No, that is not a Conflagrate. That is actually an Ancient Grudge. Gemstone Cavern. Faithless Looting. Yep, okay, so Faithless Looting. Gonna dredge even more things. Stingray Imp. Number 1. Dredge entire deck. 5. Alright, so 5 cards going to the graveyard. Another Price Amalgam is there now. And then does he Golgari Grave Troll or Stingray Imp? Alright, so Life from Loam. 3 cards. Put into the put into the graveyard. And now, oh man, Keryu. Man, he's looking down the barrel of a gun yet again. Dredge is not particularly a very fair deck, especially against Tron. Tron doesn't have a lot of answers against Dredge. Gemstone Mine Cavern, yes, correct. Gemstone Cavern is in Legacy. That's a good card. Oh, sorry, no. Gemstone Caverns is in Modern as well because it got printed in Time Spiral. But that's not the card that you want. Well, Gemstone Cavern generally I don't think you want it in a fair deck, right? Of course. But I don't think Dredge in Modern is a fair deck anyway. So alright, Ugin hits the battlefield. No, does Ugin hit the battlefield? Yes, Ugin hits the battlefield. Bang! He's gonna sacrifice the Sanctum of Ugin, probably gonna look for something sweet. Here's a battlefield, but this is very precarious because if Kelvin here he's already got 1 Bloodgust in the graveyard. If he can dredge his way into a second Bloodgust, Keryu is in a lot of trouble. So, let's see, how lucky is Kelvin? Because he's still got Faithless Looting inside as well. So this can be key to Kelvin winning. Alright, so Keryu for sure, just -3. Get rid of everybody. Everybody. -7? No. Yeah, all he has to do is just -3. Nakamiba is 3 mana, right? It's 1/1 flyer. Yep, so it goes down to 4. Gets rid of everything. I do not think you can instant speed increase the spell converted mana cost of your spells. Okay, so Kelvin, what he needs to do here: dredge the Golgari Grave Troll. Hope to see if he sees a Bloodgust. Okay, so he does see a Bloodgust. Which, does he have a land now? Alright, so he lays another land, which is a Gemstone Mine. Gets back the 2 Bloodgusts. That's more than enough to kill Keryu. Bloodgust number 1, Bloodgust number 2. Oh, there's a 3rd Bloodgust. Okay, so I did not see that 2nd Bloodgust. Alright, so I think the game is over. I know he's got 1 in the yard already. So whether he has that 2nd one, and he did dredge the 2nd one. That's the handshake. Keryu, does not. Unfortunately, I think the Ugin 1 turn too late. That turn he took way too much damage. Very unfortunate set of draws. Kelvin takes the match 2-0. Congrats, Kelvin. He has been running this dredge deck for quite a while. I think he's very familiar with the dredge deck. And he also plays Manaless Dredge, sometimes in Legacy. So yeah, very familiar with Dredge. I myself, I like to play Dredge. Just let me know if you guys think it's a very cool, it's a cool deck. It's a cool deck. Alright, If you just tuned in, you're watching More Than Modern here at Grey Ogre Games. My name is Mick. I'm your host for tonight. We are going to go for a short break. By short break, I mean I'm just going to put on some music and you can look at the table while maybe I play some games with other people while we wait for the rest of the store to be done, or the rest of the players to be done. So we are going off for a while, but before we go, just want to remind you that we do other shows. Tuesday nights we do standard, Wednesday nights we do modern. Sometimes on the weekends we also have tournaments, but we don't stream all the tournaments. So to keep yourself updated, make sure you follow our Twitch page, make sure you follow our Facebook page. All the links are in the description below. Even if you miss those tournaments, it's okay. Just go over to youtube.com/GreyOgreGames and just catch the replays. All the replays are uploaded after the tournaments themselves. Last but not least, do pay our partners a little visit, power9podcast.com. Every week, myself and Alfian, we get together and we talk shop about this game called Magic the Gathering. I don't know. Have you heard of this game? It's a very obscure game. Not a lot of people have heard about it. It's a interesting card game, and we have very interesting conversations. This week, we talk about treasure chests. Do you agree with us? Do you agree with WotC introducing treasure chests into Magic Online? Let us know. Just head on down to power9podcast.com. Hikomori is asking, what's the preferred card language in Singapore? It is English. English, man. You gotta know some English. Alright, we are going for a short break. Don't go away. We'll be back with round 2. Stay tuned here. See you guys.